Well, it's been a week. One company swallowed another, science had an aha moment, the event scene is hotting up, and social media is, well, let's not look at that too much, shall we? You're watching the CPD Weekly Newsround. Let's get into it before someone asks for the slides. In a pretty big move in the L&D world, Mindtools, the leadership and management folks, have acquired Kineo, who you'll know for their custom e-learning and learning platforms from cities and guilds. Now they're saying this is all about innovation and scale, and sure, that's what everyone says when they acquire another company. But what's really interesting here is that they're not just buying tech, they're merging whole teams and offerings. The plan? To run both brands separately for now, but eventually merge into one business. My takeaway, we can expect some pretty comprehensive services coming our way pretty soon. Content, consultancy, platforms, the lot. Whether that means better integration for customers or just more bundled services, we'll have to see. Either way, it's definitely one to watch. From the world of science, we're heading into the brain. Researchers at Duke and Humboldt University have been looking at those aha moments, the little lightning bolts of clarity when you suddenly get it. Turns out they're not just satisfying, they're genuinely powerful. Brain scans have shown these moments light up the hippocampus and actually help lock things into memory. The stronger the insight, the stronger the memory. For us, this asks a really important question. If you're still designing for repetition only rather than revelation, it might be time for a rethink. Building insight into your learning experience won't just be fluff. Turns out, it's brain science. In the world of events, CLO100 are hosting their first ever summer forum, a space for learning leaders to step back from the day-to-day and talk strategy, priorities and the future of L&D. Founder Kathy Hoy joined me to discuss all the details. Kathy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And can you tell us a little bit about the Summer Forum, why you set it up, what makes this different to other events we may have all attended before?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So, we're quite excited about this. So it's a new event, but really the idea of the Learning Leaders Summer Forum is that it's 2 days especially designed for L&D leaders. So it's not really your typical L&D conference. It's very hands-on, very practical. And actually, as a group of L&D leaders, you go through a shared experience together over the 2 days. So you're learning new skills to support you in your career, to elevate your role as a learning leader in your organisation, and also to get you ready for board level conversations, because that's something that we've seen a lot of within our membership and community generally, that L&D leaders are saying that they need help with and support with. So this event is really to support with that and to kind of develop skills in that area. I guess what else makes it different is that it's a residential event. So it includes some great kind of social time with private drinks and dinner reception in the evening, overnight accommodation. So I think, for a learning leader, this gives you a really nice opportunity to take time out, focus on your own development and meet other great L&D leaders with other similar challenges to you and kind of build your community at the same time.
Fantastic. That's certainly very different to a lot of what's out there right now. So in terms of this year's event, what should an attendee be looking to walk away with? What are those tangible elements? What are they going to see and experience and be able to take back to their organisation?
So I'd say that you'll leave with a better understanding of how businesses operate. So we've got a real focus on commercial awareness and business acumen. You'll have a clearer idea of your role as a business leader. So not just as a learning leader, but how do we actually elevate and expand that role into being a senior business leader in our organisations. You'll learn how to have more presence and impact at board level. And I'd probably say above all else, you're going to grow your network and you're going to come away feeling like you're part of a senior L&D support network and community, because pretty much everything we do goes back to community and how we can build that sort of support network of L&D leaders. It's actually probably also a really good taster of what it's like to be on the Learning Leaders Programme, because those are all the kind of core themes that we focus on over the course of the year in that Level 7 programme as well. So it's probably a good taster for that as well.
So you mentioned there a lot about sort of building networks. Who are the speakers at this event? Who can I expect to meet?
So we've got actually a number of kind of facilitation and delivery partners over the course of the 2 days, but we actually have Laura Overton hosting the 2-day event for us. And we've got a keynote with Nick Shackleton-Jones. And I suppose on top of that, we've also got a panel discussion with other L&D leaders that are currently in role to be able to share their experiences of how they're operating at board level and how they're kind of navigating those challenging C-suite conversations.
Fantastic. So last thing then, if I'm listening to this, how do I know if I'm the right person to attend this event? And if I am, where can I find out more?
So we're, I guess, positioning the event really at learning leaders, senior L&D professionals, so those that are responsible for their learning strategy in their organisation. It's being held on the 7th and 8th of July, and it's at the rather beautiful location of the Beaumont Estate in Windsor. And you can find out more if you visit the website at CLO100.com.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, we will have links in the description and in the CPD Weekly newsletter between now and the event. There's also a discount code there, so if you are looking to attend, please do make use of that, and we look forward to seeing many of you at the event. Elsewhere in the world of things we'll probably be quoting in keynotes this time next year, Bianca Baumann and Mike Taylor's new book, Think Like a Marketer, Train Like an L&D Pro, is up for pre-order. If your organisation thinks a newsletter is still a campaign, this might be the book to leave on your boss's desk, after you've read it, obviously. And finally, I leave you with the fact that learning styles are still not a thing. Despite the beautifully designed nonsense that does the rounds on social media, there is still no credible evidence that matching content to people's preferences leads to better outcomes. None. The times might be changing, but facts have a habit of sticking around. Learning styles are a myth, and the sooner we stop pretending otherwise, the better for everyone, and the more seriously people will start taking our profession. I'll see you next week, and until then, make sure you find some time to learn.